All right, I just got some Sega Stern legs for the Legends Pinball Micro. We're going to do an unboxing, install them on this pinball machine, and see how high we can get this from the floor. Can we play it standing up, or are we going to have to sit down? I know this is a desktop, tabletop pinball machine, but thanks to P-Dub's Arcade Loft, there's a step-by-step on what to do to install legs on this pinball machine. So let's check it out fresh out of the box. And here's everything we're going to need for this mod. We got the box from Pinball Life and the package from Amazon of the clips and fasteners. And just a look at the clips and fasteners inside the bag, you're going to get more than you need. But this is just for a clean look when we do mount those legs on the pinball. And inside the box from Pinball Life will be your 4 leg levelers. And this is what we're going to use to get those legs as tall as we can. And pulling those legs out of here, it's packaged very well. Now there will be a link in the description for all 3 of these items you'll need for this install. But taking our first look at the legs here, and you know, the original hardware, the screws that are on the pinball will work for this, but since this is black and you just want it to blend in, that's why we got those separate fasteners. So they look good. And here's a first-hand look of the legs. I mean, they look sharp. So you can see where those levelers lock in on here. And we'll get this as tall as we can. One last look. This is what we need: the 4 legs, the fasteners, and the leg levelers. All this is laying on its side. Gonna peel off these rubber feet, and there's a screw underneath each one of these in all 4 corners. So we got to remove the screw, then these brackets, and then we can put those legs on. So once you take this off, before we mount the leg on the front, we're going to have to take off that top screw right here because it does stick out, and the legs come all the way up to the top of here. All right, we're halfway done. All right, we got all 4 legs installed. All right, now that we have the legs on there, we'll put those levelers on there and raise this up. It's still a little low. Hopefully those levelers bring it up about 4 more inches. All right, here's a visual. The legs are on. I'm standing up in front of the pinball right now. Now I don't have shoes on, so it's just a little bit underneath my waist, but it's not bad. I thought I could get it a little bit higher, but I wanted to make sure that those levelers went in those threads enough because I don't want this tipping over. So if this kind of pinches the back after a while, I could get a stool involved. It will be, and that's what P-Dubs did recommend, like pull up a stool. I mean, this is like for a kid. They are tabletop pinballs, for your desktop. But I just thought, if we went with a higher leg, we could raise it up a little bit more than the standard At Games legs from the ALP. So we'll see how this goes. So we're about 32 inches where the flippers are, 32, 33 inches. Taking a look at those 4 levelers and see how they screw in there. So, I mean, I just have them in there enough to get the most height out of these. And just in comparison to the iArcade stand, the Countercade, pretty close. It's not too low. Now, my first plan was I was going to use that iArcade stand. I would have had to modify it, though, to bring this out more because this is 24 inches. But then I just thought that would look kind of dumb. And that's the same for the MVSX stand. The MVSX stand comes to 32 high, so right where these flippers would be, and looking just in comparison to that iArcade, that's where the top would be on the MVSX, and that's $100. And yeah, you could put this on top of there, but you would have to modify that too because it's going to be more of a square shape compared to the rectangle. And just a side note that for the legs, the bolts we bought on Amazon, the fasteners, and the 4 levelers with shipping on everything. You're looking at about $100 too, so it's $100 either way you look at it. But I think this is the more like clean look. I mean, it's a pinball machine, so you might as well just get pinball legs. And if your back does tweak, I mean, I do have stools, and I think this is going to be a stool pinball machine, and that's fine. I was just kind of hoping I could bring this up. Like the ideal height would be where this top is, but it's a good look. I like it. Got the Grinch playing right now. This is a great product. Oh, here's a shot of like where this is lining up on me with me standing in front of it. It'd be nice if it was a little bit higher, but like I said, the stool will be in effect here when I'm playing this, long term. But it's a good setup. I'm happy with these legs. I think this is the way to go if you get the At Games Pinball Micro. So I'd like to give a special thanks to P-Dubs Arcade Loft for his video about a month ago on installing legs on the Micro. Now, what P-Dubs was showing was you can get the Sega Stern legs from Pinball Life and install them on here. But what he's did was he took them back off of here and installed them on his ALP and took the legs from his ALP and put them on here because you're probably going to have to be sitting down on something while playing this. I ordered the Sega Stern to possibility of me being able to stand up and play this versus sitting down, which I can stand, but it's going to be more comfortable long term for me being on a stool. I will have a link in my description to everything we went over today and P-Dub's video. And a special thanks to Margaret over at Pinball Life. I ordered this and it was delivered to my home within like 3 days. And it's just super fast, excellent customer service. This is the way to go. I recommend these legs. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys next time. TikTok reward.